Welcome to Breakups, Broken Hearts, and Moving On with Janice Formichella. I'm Janice Formichella, a breakup coach passionate about supporting others to learn from their breakups, overcome loneliness, love being single, and see the end of a relationship as the beginning of a magical, sexy new chapter in life. I am here each week to share with you the tools that I have learned through my own painful breakups, through hitting rock bottom more than once, and through working with people all around the world to heal their broken hearts. If you are looking for hope and strength to move on from your breakup and resources to enjoy your new life, you are in the right place, and I've got your back. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another breakup tip mini-sode. I am doing this so that I am able to give you help and support for your breakup every single week. Also, because a lot of the tips that I use with my breakup coaching clients are fairly straightforward. They may not be simple to execute, but I know that these are things that you can execute as soon as you are ready to do so. And I want you to heal from your breakup as soon as possible. And I know that with a bit of intention and being proactive, you can. And today's breakup tip is take a breath. When I am first speaking with clients and friends about their breakup, I often hear them say things such as, I will never find anyone like them. I will never trust again. I should have done things differently. And of course, regret, perhaps over the final weeks or even years of the breakup. And a lot of ruminating, erasing thoughts about the negativity, maybe about the things that the ex said, about the final fights, and just racing and feeling horrible because something really devastating has happened. Then, of course, there are the physical sensations. And listen closely, this is my favorite one of my favorite topics. People are really fascinated by my fascination with this. And that is the very real dynamic of breakup brain. I've done a lot of content on this, but to recap, breakup brain and the overwhelming body and mind takeover caused by a breakup include, let me know if any of this resonates with you, forgetfulness, tightness in the chest, a difficulty concentrating, unusual feelings of anger, even rage, disturbed sleeping patterns, either sleeping more than you normally do, or of course less, or waking up in the middle of the night, finding it hard to fall asleep. That's very common. It's okay, it will pass. Changes in appetite, either wanting to eat more because it's soothing, because you're craving other things. That can actually turn to food. When you are craving comfort, maybe from your ex, when perhaps you don't think that people are showing up for you, which is, I think, something that we don't talk about enough and that I'd love to cover more on the show. When you want company, a lot of us want company after a breakup. We're used to having our ex around us. These types of cravings can really easily be deflected into wanting food. Food can take the place of a lot of these things. Or you might not want to eat at all. Another symptom of breakup brain is shortness of breath. This goes with the tightness. This goes with not regulating our breath, which we're talking about today. Lack of interest in normal activities. That's a common symptom of depression. Also, you might have done a lot of your activities with your ex, and now you don't want to do anything. A dramatic loss of energy. And my favorite, a temporarily lowered IQ. And of course, pesky racing thoughts that you can't seem to be rid of that feel like they are taking you over. It may feel like every time you stop what you're doing, the same thoughts come in. Mine tend to come up when I'm doing the dishes. I am sitting there and all of a sudden, these things that I've been thinking about or something possibly negative that has happened in my life, I'll start thinking about it again. I'm really good at catching it. And I will say that mindfulness is something that I would consider myself a bit of an expert in. And that's why I'm here. And all of these things can come along with any type of breakup, whether it be romantic, perhaps if you are kind of separating from a friend. We're going to be talking more about that on the show this year, a family member, or even if you are stopping a hobby or an activity. Some of these things can come up, especially the racing thoughts. I like to encourage people to quote unquote come up for air when they are in the midst of all this. At the root of all of these symptoms and side effects is stress. And stress takes intention to navigate. If we are not intentional about coping with and processing and preventing stress, it builds up. Everyone knows it can lead to so many mental and physical health problems. You've got to catch it and you've got to address it. It's time to take a breath. And by that, I mean figuratively, by working to set your grieving aside momentarily. You do not necessarily need to sit there and process and deal with your grief in the initial days and couple of weeks. Right now, we need to get you feeling better. We need to get you breathing easier. We need to get you functioning better day to day. And then we can get to processing things. It's okay to set it aside. It's hard to set it aside, but you can. And I've got some episodes that are really, really useful. I will link to those in the show notes. And of course, coming up for air literally, and that means it's time to physically breathe, intentionally breathe. And I know that it sounds like such generic advice. A lot of the wellness or personal development stuff that you will see online will talk about breathing. And you know what? Some of this like go-to cliched advice is go-to cliched advice because a lot of people know that it works. So instead of thinking of it as generic or rolling your eyes or not leaning into it and trying it, try to think of it as a trusty go-to instead. Focusing on your breath is a basic way to regulate your nervous system. It is effective for stress. It is about what I call tricking your system. I use that a lot on the show and a lot with my clients. It's about tricking your system into thinking that things are safe. Says mentalhealthfirstaid.com. Research shows that our brain associates different emotions with different breathing patterns. And breathing exercises work because they trick your brain into thinking your emotional state is different than it actually is. When we are happy, our breathing is regular and steady. However, when we are stressed, anxious, or fearful, our breathing becomes irregular, shallow, and quicker. When you slow your breathing down in times of stress, you can trick your brain into thinking you're actually in a calm state and there is no threat or challenge at hand. While breathing and counting to 10 can be very effective. In fact, I actually count down from 60 when I am trying to sleep. There are more ways to use breathing in your healing journey. And there are some methods that I use that might actually be fun. If you are ready to be proactive about your healing, stop the racing thoughts, and try this, here are some of my go-to ways to use breathing to regulate the nervous system, to get thoughts out of your head, and to cope, to function better day to day. 1, stop what you are doing. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself gently to set the thoughts about your breakup aside. Ask yourself gently to focus on something else and be specific. Take another deep breath. Do your best. Repeat as often as you need to. Another method, catch yourself in the moment. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Once you regulate your breathing, open your eyes and look around. Name 3 things in your life that are either going well or working. Go slow. Do keep in mind, if you are feeling depressed, this may seem difficult at first. I've had people say, nothing's working. I couldn't come up with 3 things. I have nothing to brag about or to report. You do, okay? Push yourself. And do not go back to what you're doing until you name at least 3 things. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to give too many examples. I want to put the power in your hands. See what you come up with. I've got a little plug here. Go over to Insight Timer and simply look up breathing. This is a free app. I've been using it for years. Everyone loves it. You will find a lot of recordings and guided breathwork sessions of all lengths, from a minute to an hour. And while you are over there, make sure to look me up, Janice Formichella. I have several affirmation tracks specifically for breakups. I'm a teacher on Insight Timer, and I love it. Oh, and if you are in front of your computer, head to YouTube. It has a lot of really cool breathing videos that are accompanied by some really gorgeous, like sacred geometry images and videos that will calm you. I'm absolutely positive. And it's fun too to kind of find one that's your favorite. And yes, stopping and taking a few deep breaths. Whether while counting or not, it's a great way to calm your nervous system and distract yourself. So just like be basic, stop, take 5 breaths, count down from 10, count down from 60, count up to 20, whatever works for you. Maybe set a timer and just breathe, listen to your breath for a few minutes. Remember, however, along with this tip, one of the most important ingredients in the healing journey is faith. It's only as good as your hope and your faith and your effort. You must get to the point where you believe that you will find something that will work. You must get to the point where you feel somewhat positive about the possibility of these things helping you. Going into new breathing techniques with a curious and open mind is fundamental. Listen to that. Take heed. Remember, I am here to help. You can purchase a coaching package over on my Instagram. You can set up a free intro call using this link in my show notes, or just send me a DM. I cannot wait to support you to beat your breakup. And with that, I am sending you so much strength for the week ahead. Thank you for listening to Breakups, Broken Hearts, and Moving On with Janice Formichella. I sincerely hope that you found today's episode inspirational or useful. I would love to support you on your healing journey. All you have to do is send me a message on Instagram at Breakups Podcast or email me at breakupspodcast@gmail.com, and I will be in touch to get you started. Remember, if you are struggling with a broken heart, your feelings are temporary. I am sending you so much love and luck for the week ahead. You've got this.